Dual Fuel Range's Quick Start. Before cooking for the first time, clean your dual fuel range oven thoroughly with hot water and a mild detergent. Then rinse and dry with a soft cloth. This removes any residual oil and grease from the manufacturing process. In addition, we recommend you apply a stainless steel polish to protect the finish. Also, be sure to check that all surface burner caps are positioned correctly. Each burner is designed with electronic reignition, enabling any burner to relight automatically if it's accidentally extinguished. Another great feature is a low BTU per hour control, which delivers constant, low heat output without continuous ignitions. The control knobs are positioned to correspond to the burners they regulate. The knobs on the far left regulate the burners on the left side, and conversely, the knobs on the far right regulate the burners on the right side. Each burner has full flame and simmer capabilities, including a melt feature and true simmer. All knobs are two-tiered and pushed to turn. One tier is used for high through low, and the second tier controls simmer. To light a burner, push down and turn the control knob counterclockwise to high. You will hear a clicking sound and see the burner ignite. Once the burner is lit, continue turning the knob counterclockwise. To select simmer, turn the burner knob to low. You will feel a stop detente in the knob rotation. Push down on the knob, continuing to turn it counterclockwise. This moves it to the second tier. Now, select any variation within the simmer flame settings. Always select a flame that is just high enough to maintain desired cooking speed. Plus, make sure it is sized to match the base diameter of the pan. The flame on natural gas should be blue with a deeper blue core and a minimal trace of yellow flame. A full yellow flame indicates an improper mixture of air and gas or impurities in the gas supply. If this occurs consistently, call a Wolf Authorized Service Center. Before using your dual fuel range, set the oven to convection roast mode at 500 degrees for 1 hour. Follow these steps. Turn the desired oven on. Select convection roast. It begins to heat after 5 seconds. Touch Enter and let oven run for 1 hour. Turn off and allow the oven to cool with the door closed. This will burn off any residual oil and grease used during the manufacturing process. Don't worry if you notice a small amount of smoke and odor. This is normal. Each Wolf dual fuel range has a timer that operates independently from the controls and from each other. To set the timer, touch Timer. Set minutes and seconds. Touch Enter to start. Touch Clear to stop setup. An audio signal acts as a reminder when the amount of time runs out. To stop the signal, touch Clear. Place the rack guide mounting tabs over the screw heads on the side of the oven wall and slide down until the screws are fully seated in the tabs. To remove, pull the rack guide straight up and then out. Remove all oven racks and rack guides before using the self-clean mode, for they will become discolored. To insert a rack, place the anti-tip lock under the side rack guide rails. Push toward the back of the oven and lift up to clear the rack stops. To remove from the oven, pull the rack forward and lift up and out. Let's walk through some of the oven modes. The dual fuel range has 10 oven modes. To activate an oven mode, simply turn the oven selector bezel knob to the desired mode. Then touch Enter on the control panel. If you do not touch Enter, the oven will turn on by default after 2 seconds. To activate the bake mode, turn oven selector knob bezel counterclockwise to bake. Oven temperature is preset at 350 degrees. Touch Enter on the control panel. Temperature can be adjusted in 1-degree increments. To change the temperature setting from 350 degrees, immediately turn the oven selector knob to the right to increase the oven temperature, or to the left to decrease the oven temperature. Add food when the chime signals that the oven has reached preheat temperature. Both the hidden bake element and the broil element are used to heat the air, and they cycle on and off to maintain temperature. This mode is best for single rack cooking, primarily baked foods. To activate the broil mode, place food in oven at the correct rack position. Turn oven selector knob bezel counterclockwise to broil. Oven temperature is preset at BR1 for 550 degrees, high broil. Touch Enter. To change the setting, immediately turn the oven selector knob to the left to decrease the oven setting to BR2, 450 degrees, medium broil, or BR3, 350 degrees, low broil. During broil mode, the top element is used to conduct an intense radiant heat that browns one side of the food at a time. This mode is best for meats, fish, and poultry pieces up to 1 inch thick. To activate the roast mode, turn oven selector knob bezel counterclockwise to roast. Oven temperature is preset at 350 degrees. Touch Enter on the hidden control panel. To change the temperature setting from 350 degrees, immediately turn the oven selector knob to the right to increase the oven temperature or to the left to decrease the oven temperature. Add food when the chime signals that the oven has reached preheat temperature. During roast mode, both bake and broil elements are used to heat the air, and they cycle on and off to maintain temperature. This is designed especially for roasting less tender cuts of meat that should be covered, such as chuck roasts and lamb shanks. Note, when roasting a large item such as a turkey, the pan should not cover the entire rack. To activate the bake stone mode, turn oven selector knob bezel counterclockwise to stone. Oven temperature is preset at 400 degrees. Touch Enter on the control panel. To change the temperature setting from 400 degrees, immediately turn oven selector knob to the right to increase the oven temperature or to the left to decrease the oven temperature. Temperatures below 150 degrees are displayed by the word low. Add food when the chime signals that the oven has reached preheat temperature. Perfect for cooking pizza, during bake stone mode the heat from all the elements creates the perfect brick oven effect. A bake stone accessory kit is required and available through your Wolf dealer. To activate the convection mode, turn oven selector knob bezel clockwise to the black area on the dial marked Convection. Oven temperature is preset at 325 degrees. Touch Enter on the hidden control panel. To change the temperature setting from 325 degrees, immediately turn the oven selector knob to the right to increase the oven temperature or to the left to decrease the oven temperature. Add food when the chime signals that the oven has reached preheat temperature. Uniform air movement makes it possible to multi-level rack cook in this mode. To activate the convection bake mode, turn oven selector knob bezel clockwise to the black area on the dial marked Bake. Oven temperature is preset at 375 degrees. Touch Enter on the hidden control panel. To change the temperature setting from 375 degrees, immediately turn the oven selector knob to the right to increase the oven temperature or to the left to decrease the oven temperature. Add food when the chime signals that the oven has reached preheat temperature. Convection baking mode combines heat from two convection elements, including some heat from the bake element located beneath the oven floor, making it ideal for baking a pie. To activate the convection broil mode, place food in oven at the correct rack position. Turn oven selector knob bezel clockwise to the black area on the dial marked Broil. Oven temperature is preset at BR1 for 550 degrees, high convection broil. Touch Enter on the hidden control panel. To change the setting, immediately turn the oven selector knob to the left to decrease the oven setting to BR2 450 degrees, medium convection broil, or BR3 350 degrees, low convection broil. If the timer is set, the oven will chime when 1 minute is left on the timer and will chime again when cooking time is finished. This mode is great for shortening the broiling times for thicker cuts of meat, fish, and poultry. Do not preheat and always keep the oven door closed. To activate the convection roast mode, turn oven selector knob bezel clockwise to the black area on the dial marked Roast. Oven temperature is preset at 325 degrees. Touch Enter on the hidden control panel. To change the temperature setting from 325 degrees, immediately turn the oven selector knob to the right to increase the oven temperature or to the left to decrease the oven temperature. Add food when the chime signals that the oven has reached preheat temperature. Convection roast mode gently browns the exterior and seals in juices, making it perfect for roasting tender cuts of beef, lamb, pork, and poultry. Proof mode is available for all Wolf dual fuel ranges. It is ideal for proofing or rising bread dough. The mode is initiated through bake mode on 30 and 36-inch models and by using the oven selector knob on 18 and 48-inch models. The dehydration feature slowly dries out food for preservation. It requires a special accessory kit which can be purchased through your Wolf dealer. For more information about the dehydration feature, please consult your dual fuel range use and care manual. Thanks for watching, and remember, when you're cooking with Wolf, any dish is possible.